very embarrassing. So I just want to say, I heart Sarah Fran Wisby. Yay! And congratulations on your book, Sarah. And thank you all for coming. So I have to say, this is my first reading in a while because I've been recovering from surgery. And so I was, really touched when Sarah asked me to read tonight, and these are all new poems.
Yeah.
Wow. So my new poem, the first poem is The Dressing Stick. The dressing stick, a limb on the edge of the green, and a twinkling star on the head of a small bear, polydactyl paws, matted skin, a 7-inch scar on the left hip. She peeled the scar back and underneath found a child wearing a star hat and star shoes. The hospital stood in the center of a large cornfield, and observers remarked at its beauty and precision. They came bearing frankincense and OxyContin. They wore shields they could sew. They came bearing pork and beef on platters. They held liquid in wires. She waved the dressing stick, and the wires spelled words to her through the window of the blue tent. And this poem is called The Wheelchair. The scar is a girl, and the wheelchair is a woman. The crutch is butch, the drugs are good. The light is dry, the air is paint, the bed isn't there. The nurse wears a cape, and the doctor is a boy. The wheelchair is there. The scar is at loss. The wheel catches light off the reflection of water in a bag. The bag is on a pole. The walker is a man in blue pants. The air is blue paint. The light is a small girl with her face in the pillow. The crutch is a doctor with the diamond on his forehead. The diamond is a tunnel with the one-way road. The ambulance drives towards the east. The bed is dry paint, and the scar rejects the water. The boy is there, and the bag leaks a trickle of tiny blue diamonds. Yeah. Yes, that was on very good drugs. Mountain. The bruise around the scar is magenta. The magenta of frosted tea cakes in Switzerland. The magenta of pain and suffering. The magenta of majesty. This scar is a mountain of abandoned zippers in the studio, majesty of pain, magenta joy. Hike the frosted peaks in the Alps, children high on sugar peeking through the trees, fingertips in the frosting, caught in the zippers, magenta-colored bruises. Mercury is a state of mind, a planet for children where frosted tea cakes grow on trees, majesty of pain, magenta scar. Children running on a sugar high to the top of the magenta mountain.
Yeah.
Thank you. So during the days, DAZE, of my recovery, I watched a lot of films and started thinking about the idea of cinematic distance. So this first one is called Score. Score. The film score is a Turkish bathhouse, a thankless accountant, a backcountry road in Montana, a shy teenager, a loving aunt, a wine glass with a painting of a cow on it, the underbelly of a cat, a stream running along the outside of a prison, the shadow of an orchid. A heroin addict, a blanket statement, a lemon rolling down the hill, a blister on the tip of the finger, a forest ranger, a chunk of ice melting, a bully, a bowl of fresh honey, an abandoned baby, 2 bank robbers drinking coffee, the edge of the volcano, a loose belt, a sorrowful laugh, a broad brush stroke, 3 dice, and an orange coat left on a park bench. The gold light hitting the Venetian glass in a way that the heroine could only imagine. Thank you. So I'm going to read a couple more film poems. This is film number 5. She uncorks a bottle of Cabernet at 4:30 p.m. A slight buzzing in her ears, pleasing. A sliver of pain through her left thigh, remote. She thinks about her ex. He used to live here, and his shoes were over there. The landlord sends a text. She doesn't respond. She lifts the glass to her lips, close-up of her teeth, crooked on the top row, straight on the bottom. The sound of the fridge, chilling. Long shot of woman as she slowly walks to the radio and turns it on. The voice of the radio announcer. Never mind the fog alert, ladies and gents. A calf will be born in the morning. Buy everything before you forget. The song that you just heard was by More Vision for All. And this is my second to last poem, and it's called The Missing. 1. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. 1. A river of damp green runs through the burnt orange valley. The swimmers in the diamond-shaped lake at night. The trees bust open, petals landing on cotton dresses. The children have disappeared. Parents weep in empty homes. 2. A chalkboard, a basket of fresh berries, lost signals. The opera singer brings tears to their eyes. The swimmers near the lake, shivering. A painting in the studio, glittering. 3. The television doesn't work anymore, nor does the oven. The deer have gone the wrong direction. Turn around and head for the hills. The painter tracks greenhouse paint on the blank canvas. The girls were in school to learn. Their packed lunches and satchels. 4. Mother cuts the melon into sections and puts them on chipped blue plates. She calls out, "The fruit is ready, girls, come home now." Streaks of teal and vermilion, layers upon layers. The deer can't find their way back to the hills. And this is my last poem. It's a love poem. Love. And it's called 9. I was hypnotized by 9. I met him in a back valley. The cape he wore appealed. I took his hand and followed him home. 9 will never end, an ally. We skateboard through the alley, our powder blue capes flying through the valley of 9. We did it 9 times. Capes flung on the floor, caps hung on the door. Naples, nut bread, noontide, nightcaps. Nevertheless, 9 is fine with us. We swoop through space and time, wild capes and caps, captivated, never-ending valley of 9. Thank you.